The Wii U, whether you like it or not, was an integral part of Nintendo's history. Without this little guy, we wouldn't have gotten his younger and more popular little brother. The Switch is one of the most successful Nintendo consoles, with the ability to play games both on the go and at home. Nintendo blazed their own path in the video game market, and all of this success would not have been possible without the Wii U. I have never bought a Wii U, and I have never actually played a Wii U. I completely skipped out on this console. I remember watching some of the cringy commercials, and I thought to myself, yeah, I'm just gonna skip out on this one, and bought a PS4 instead. That said, because I never got the Wii U, I actually missed out on some really cool exclusives. And instead of going out and actually buying a Wii U, I would rather wait for an eventual Switch port. While most of the big name games have already been ported, like 3D World or Pikmin 3, there are some games that have yet made their way to the Switch. So I decided to make a list of games that have yet to be ported to the Switch. This list doesn't have every game, but these are some that could absolutely be ported someday. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first stranded game is Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm not much of a Xeno man myself, but I know fans would love for Xenoblade Chronicles X to be ported to the Switch. It does seem to be a departure from the rest of the series, with character customization, and it seems like this game has a more muted color palette. The world looks ginormous with sprawling landscapes that can be traversed by mechs, which, I'm not gonna lie, is pretty sick.
I'm ghost riding the whip! Crazy taxi!
Next up is Paper Mario Color Splash. Now I know this one is kind of divisive. Modern Paper Mario games have definitely fallen away from the RPG origins, but that is not necessarily a bad thing. I loved Super Paper Mario, and I liked the recent Origami King enough despite some of its issues. So with that said, I wouldn't mind if Paper Mario Color Splash were to be ported to the Switch. Because love it or hate it, Paper Mario has some of the best writing in Mario games, period. Pushmo is absolutely on this list. I dabbled in Pushmo on the 3DS, but I never got the chance to play the sequel on Wii U. It was never a heavy-hitting series, but there are enough people who have enjoyed the series to warrant a port on the Switch. The ability to make your own levels and share them with others online is enough incentive to bring it to the modern audience. Or just me, I just want to play this game. Yoshi's Woolly World seems to be one of the best Yoshi games, and yet it's stuck on the Wii U. Great.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Look, I can see why some smaller titles stayed on the Wii U, but this is a Yoshi game. And not only that, but a good Yoshi game. It's a 2D platformer in a gorgeous woolly style that makes this one of the most charming games I have ever set my eyes on. You can play Woolly World solo or with a friend with loads of customization for Yoshi. Again, how is this not on Switch yet? This seems like a great game to have in between major new releases. Okay, I kind of cheated with this last one because it's actually 2 games, but I can easily see Nintendo releasing them both in a bundle in the future for the low price of $70. Joking aside, I actually do see these 2 amazing Zelda games releasing around the same time as one another. But unfortunately, we have had zero evidence of these games ever coming to Switch. Both Wind Waker and Twilight Princess got HD remasters on the Wii U, which was great. Honestly, Wind Waker looks fantastic. Twilight Princess hasn't aged quite as well, but it still looks great. These 2 titles were my first Zelda games, and because of that, I hold a very special place for them in my gaming heart. Wind Waker brings out the childlike wonder of adventure, exploring the seas without a care in the world, while Twilight Princess brings out the dark emo teenage angst of my childhood. These games are the complete package, and yet they are still not on Switch. There are plenty of opportunities to release these 2 games in like a bundle or something. Yeah, it's probably going to be $60, but I am going to absolutely pay that for these two games. I think they are absolutely worth it, especially because I didn't actually play them on Wii U. Maybe it's not worth it for other people who have actually played this on their Wii U's, but man, it's been so long. It's been years since I've played these two games. So of course, I am going to purchase this day one when it eventually comes out on Switch. So that's the list. I didn't cover every Wii U exclusive, but that's because some exclusives are either just not as popular or they rely too much on the Wii U gamepad. Like Star Fox Zero, for instance. I don't think there's a lot of people clamoring to play that game again on Switch. Who knows, maybe there's some fans out there, but as a whole, I really don't see them re-releasing that game on Switch. And then we have something like Nintendo Land, which heavily uses the gamepad for its mini games, and I just don't see them reworking that game for a Switch release, even though that would be cool because this does look like a pretty sweet Wii U exclusive. But that's just it. I think it's going to stay that way. And you know what? That's fair. I mean, it's kind of built for the Wii U gamepad. I would love all of these games on the list to make it off the Wii U eventually. But did I miss anything noteworthy? Let me know down in the comments below what Wii U game you would like to see ported to the Switch. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. God bless.